This is the Huion Kamvas 22, not the Plus version, but hold up, let's take it a while back. I previously did a review on the Huion Inspire H1060p 2 years ago. You know when parents say, oh, just use it for another few more years and if something does go wrong where it spoils, just get a new one by then, which left me devastated. All my friends around me were getting big tablets, even Bob. I was like, nah, I ain't letting that slide. So then out of nowhere, during my moment of sulking, another tablet company contacted me, Galmon. Yes, hey, I'm taking sponsors by the way. Unfortunately, some shipping issues came and I don't exactly remember who the clerk was that mailed me that day. I am not saying any names, but we will call her Jessie. Yeah, Jessie. Shout out to Jessie by the way. I miss you, Jessie. Jessie, please answer my mail. Please, I beg of you. Then I had enough. I grabbed my broke wallet that I spent all my funds on Genshin and went up to my mom and said, I want it. I need it. Listen, it was on discount. How could I not take it? Originally, the price was, yeah. Of course I had to take it anyways. You know what they say? Now or never. There were other offers on other smaller tablets like the Kamvas 13, 16. But honestly, you think I am holding back on getting a gigantic tablet? No! I want that big bad boy and I am getting it like it or not. So after ordering the boy, the wait began. As you already know, every review usually has the unboxing, but I woke up by seeing a gigantic box in my room and I really needed to check the package. I was too sleepy to record a proper unboxing video, but of course I will show you what's inside the box and explain. The box has everything inside. My package included the tablet, wires, screws, stand, pen holder with the nibs inside, glove, manual, and so on. The only thing you should be worried about is that it doesn't come with a mini dial, which I will explain later what it is, but you could include it in your package as an additional item. The setup was hard if you do it for the first time. It requires a lot of work, so please figure out how you want to set things before ordering and receiving it. Look up tutorials and read the manual on how to configure things at least. I was still tired after waking up, so I did the setup very quickly. I had to rearrange my entire desk just because of the damn wiring. You see, I am an idiot, okay? I read the manual. Well, I skimmed through it and said, I can figure it out. And guess what? While I was setting up the damn stand, don't judge me, okay? It was the first time using a display tablet with a stand. I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle any other kind of stands after this, but look at this. Okay, I know you're laughing, but if you do not understand what's going on, good. Basically, the stand had some screws you had to remove and re-screw back after putting this over here, which I didn't know because the manual was not manualing. Me and my mom were having a midlife crisis trying to understand why the tablet kept falling down, and my mom was saying, hey, you're definitely doing something wrong. And man, I should have listened. And I was like, shut up, I know what I'm doing, mother. Until minutes later, I was like, Ma. I figured it out. So do not be an idiot like me and mess up the stand because I got hurt many times in the process. Each time the stand fell on my hand, then onto the table, which by the way, hurt my $300 Izumi figurine and damaged him. Anyways, let's talk about actually getting this big boy on. By the way, look where the damn port is. It's only on the right side, so right off the bat, we have an issue. I am not sure if the wires are even long enough if you want to put your tablet on the right side of your device. Even if you flip the tablet upside down, it won't help. The wires are extremely weird. Like, my question, Huion, why does this go down here, but this wire goes up here? Like, you should have swapped their places and everything. It would have been perfectly balanced like all things should be. But I can't tell if this is a technical thing that has to work this way, but I am complaining anyways because I fucking can. Fuck you! Please make sure your device is compatible too if you do plan on ordering one. There are 2 or more ways to plug in the tablet to your device, I believe, but I am not here to teach you that. There's tutorials online for it and also in the description of this video. The problem is, your tablet needs to use an HDMI port, which a laptop usually has one, I think. I believe computers, you know, the cased ones, have more. It can depend really. In that case, that meant I couldn't use one monitor if I was using the tablet. So if you have multiple displays, you will need to buy an HDMI splitter if you want to, because it ain't gonna work that way. Please make sure you buy the right HDMI splitter that can extend your display and not duplicate them. There is a difference. Allow me to talk about today's sponsor, Linky. Linky is an interactive character AI app that allows users to talk to their favorite characters, ranging from original to several famous characters. You can customize your Linky based on your preferences. In my case, I like me some dominant tsundere fantasy CEO men. On their homepage, you can explore available characters for you to chat with just by swiping. Each of them shows a brief description of the character with some interesting prompts for you to start your chat with. Personally, I would say this app is very fun to use. I decided to annoy a character for my first try and it was a very funny interaction. Besides that, the little gacha system is absolutely intriguing. As you can chat with a character, you receive some letters that you can choose to open. Look at this big boy. I love how it was generated, but I choose to be a great person and marry his brother Jeff instead. Other than annoying a character, you can actually have interesting roleplays with any character you choose. Like my boyfriend Daniel, who is trying not to release the inner demons inside of him. I couldn't keep it blocked in, but look, another letter that I can use as a chat background. In conclusion, Linky is a very good app to add to your device if you want to chat with some characters. They have a vast amount of characters waiting for you, a ready assistant at the tip of your fingers, and your own tool to create your own AI mates. It's so easy, you can put whatever idea you have and let Linky do the job for you. Look at me, I'm so husband material. So if you're ready to jump in, check the description of this video to download Linky today. Available on the App Store and Google Play. Once again, thanks for sponsoring this video, Linky. Now back onto the video. As soon as I got on my laptop, I threw my old tablet out the window and said goodbye to being lame. I downloaded the driver and was ready to use my tablet until I forgot to remove my old tablet's driver. You see, you can't have different tablets at the same time, which is bad. Let's say you want to work at home using your laptop with a bigger tablet. The next day you have a big meeting and you need to take your laptop to show you that amazing but also failure of a project that you've been working on so late at night. But your tablet is too big that you need to carry a smaller one. Well, too bad. You can't. Unless you actually want to suffer uninstalling and reinstalling one driver after another, then be my guest, whatever rolls your boat. So like I suggest, if you want to bring your work around, do not buy this big tablet but buy a portable one that you can take around. This is more of a tablet that needs to stay in one place like your office, studio, room, etc. Another funny thing is that it can cause the device to crash sometimes. I do not know if it's just me, but whenever I turn on my laptop and it's connected to the tablet, it just gives up on life and has a BSOD on startup, which isn't a bad issue since it's just a minor error. But if it does happen to you, please make sure you check out the error and make sure your drivers aren't causing the issue. Or maybe if you can get it fixed or anything, or just find a way to avoid it entirely, which in my case, I just start up my PC without having the tablet being plugged in. Wow. Let me just talk about the stand real quick. It is very good because you can turn it up like this and turn it all the way down right here. So yeah, you can turn it to a shrimp or you can turn it to a shrimp. Same thing, but good angles. I'd like to mention that this video mostly focuses on 2D illustration. A drawing or display tablet can also work in other fields such as 3D modeling, animation, sculpting, photo editing, writing, and more on PC. It can also work for smartphones too. Do not doubt what it can do, but I assure you this tablet can work exactly in the fields that I mentioned, but I mostly use it for 2D illustrations. Maybe one day if I can get my hands on 3D, then I will show it off to you guys. I decided to make a quick art for the first time. This was before I bought the keyboard, so I was just drawing with my pen, nothing else. My other hand was elsewhere. The tablet has a nice thick design. Its edges are curved and has a thick border around the screen. It sadly doesn't come with expression keys built into it. When you finally install the driver and comfortably set your pen on the screen, you can start drawing some beautiful strokes. It worked perfectly fine the moment I opened my drawing program. No pressure issues. You don't even need to change any setting, but of course you can adjust it to your preference. I set the two buttons on my pen to just be pen and eyedropper. I barely pressed undo while making this, so if you like the feeling of making messy art like traditional painting, it can be really fun to do so on a display tablet. When you grip the pen, it is very comfortable to hold. I have no complaints about it. I have light from behind and beside me when I'm drawing, but the screen never really creates these reflections, so I would say its anti-glare filter is really good. It's not perfect. I do see some blurry reflections sometimes. Not all the time until it's so distracting, but it's okay. The tablet didn't overheat where I was drawing in the center, but mostly near the top right corner. It does get a bit warm where the ports are, so it won't bother you where your hand is placed. Although there is a problem. In the beginning of the video, I said it doesn't come with a mini dial, so allow me to explain. The tablet doesn't come with buttons like I also mentioned earlier, so you have to buy a mini dial that optionally can come along with the packaging. The mini dial is basically a tiny keyboard that acts as buttons that don't exist, like the happiness in your goddamn life. There are different things that can fix that problem problem but not your life issue, sadly. A mini dial or literally a keyboard will. I searched around everywhere for cheap alternatives, but no, literally, you have to choose between their own expensive product that literally can't even accept key combinations and lacks many keys, so you probably can only do a few shortcuts with that. I do not suggest you buy it. I use Clip Studio. They offer a product called the TabMate, which is basically like a mini DAW but specifically only for their program. I repeat, only for their program, nowhere else. So your only choice is to either use your own keyboard, wired or wireless, or your laptop's keyboard if your laptop is, placed on the other side of the tablet where it doesn't stop your hand from reaching your keyboard. Left-handed or right-handed, doesn't matter. In my case, I bought a wireless keyboard because I cannot reach my laptop. Next thing I want to talk about is that the colors don't immediately look right. After I finished this piece is only then when I realized it. This was in my case, but it can also happen to other display products that you buy. You will have to adjust it using the buttons located on the top right of the tablet. It can be confusing to use at first, but it does make sense after a while of pain and struggle. So after trying to match the colors with my laptop, I do not know what is real anymore because whenever I look at my art on 4 separate displays, I cannot tell which display is actually displaying the right graphics, so I just gave up. It also works perfectly well when you're doing line art. This is more of a thing I heard some people say, but I want to confirm that nothing beats direct pen to eye coordination. Your hand will block a portion of your canvas, yes, but you will have a better way at controlling your pen when doing clean strokes, especially for animation. If you're the kind of artist that prefers to see your work without having anything covering your canvas, then just use a graphic tablet. I'm not saying it's the same for everyone. You must have practiced the way you make your strokes, but if you're an experienced artist with the way you control your pen, then you might as well do good when you're using a display tablet. If you do animation, as you can see in the video, you can make more consistent line art by seeing the uneven frames better and coordinating your strokes. It made the process of doing line art or clean drawings much easier for me. I didn't enjoy doing line art before on a graphic tablet because sometimes I can't see where I'm placing my pen, not all the time, but with a pen display, it made it so much easier. So yes, if you want more coordination, a pen display can help, big or small. In this video's case, the tablet is big, so I had to move my forearm around here and there, but the white canvas allowed me to see my illustration in a big image. Also, ever heard of artists turning into shrimps? I never believed that until I started using a display tablet because I cannot put my legs under my damn table and I have to bend down just to look at the tablet. So like I said, figure out a healthy posture for yourself because you will be suffering with this damn tablet and hurt your back. With a big display, you do not really need to zoom in and out unless you want to focus on heavy details. The one fear I had already came. Carpal tunnel! Wrist pain! Yes, because you are basically moving your arm around the tablet. If you are using a drawing tablet, you can rest your arm on a desk if you have space. As for a big tablet, you can't. You legit have to fly around like crazy. So the first time you might feel tired if you barely move a lot, but basically, you are now exercising. After finishing several pieces, I loved the way it turned out for being the early stages I used this tablet. So yes, you can produce good art depending on how long you adjust yourself to the tablet. I started to use this tablet for a long while to get used to it. I received the tablet last year around November and I have been drawing and animating with this tablet since then. I started to be able to use the tablet for long hours without getting tired. My wrist was not able to sustain any injury, although it still can last a while before it actually does start to hurt though. I did have a practice of taking breaks from time to time, which as well you should try that too, but finish my video first before you actually do take a break. The back pain still remains though due to my inability to change my table setup. There are different ways to make sure you can sit comfortably and draw depending on your environment, so do not follow me and make sure you have a healthy and comfortable one. The shrimp pose though is inevitable. I was able to easily adjust to using this tablet at home and do a lot of work. In the end, I can confidently say that this tablet can work for anyone with time. Everyone has their preferences, so yes, I will suggest you should buy this tablet if you want to try something new, or believe my words saying that you will have better coordination. It can be pricey, yes, but there are others in the series that vary in size and are affordable. So I suggest you can try small and not jump immediately to buying something big like me. As of now, Huion's latest Kamvas is the 27 Pro. You do not need a big tablet just to look cool or anything, just buy one that is affordable and has a reasonable pricing, along with the access that you need like the glove, mini dial, or stand if needed. The Huion Kamvas 22 is a good product, yes, but I want to say that you do not have to buy this one specifically, but any tablet from the Kamvas series works really well enough. Or even from any other manufacturers if you'd like, but I honestly prefer Huion over any other company really. I know the 22 Plus version has a bit more adjustments compared to the one I'm reviewing, but this one is fine on its own. The tablet is unique for its size and performance, along with the quality. It is just lacking the expression keys and the wiring just throws me off. With that, I'd like to end this video with one of my latest works around Lunar New Year that I made of Zhongli from Genshin Impact. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts or questions in the comment section below. Once again, thanks for watching.